This is a Sirdar mountain bike. Please read the instructions carefully or watch this video carefully before installation, otherwise it may affect the riding experience. When installing the front fork, pay attention to the direction of the front fork, and the screws must be tightened. When installing the handlebar, pay attention to the direction and position of the handlebar, and the screws must be tightened. When installing the seat, pay attention to tighten the screws and press the lock buckle. When installing the pedals, pay attention to distinguish the left and right screw in the direction, and tighten the screws. If the disc brake has sound, you can adjust the position of the disc brake rotor. The front and rear disc brakes are on the same side of the mountain bike. Remove the protective rod in the middle of the front fork. Install the front wheel. Insert the front quick release lever and tighten the screws. Be sure to tighten this screw. Depress the lock. The wheel is in the middle of the fork. The front and rear disc brakes are on the same side of the mountain bike. Adjust the stem so that to make it faces forward. Install the handlebar. Attach the front cover of the stem. Install the screws. Tighten. The handlebar is at a vertical angle to the frame. Adjust the headset until there is no gap. Tighten the screws here. Tighten the screws behind the stem. Make sure the 3-1 is in the left side, and 9-1 is in the right side. Turn over the seat and loosen the screws. Insert the thin end of the seat tube. Tighten the screws on the seat. Ensure that the seat tube is tightly connected to the car seat. Insert the seat tube into the frame. Tighten the seat tube clamp. Left foot pedal, marked with the letter L. The central axis of the pedal is perpendicular to the crank. Tighten the screws. Pay attention to the counterclockwise direction. Foot pedal on the right, marked with the letter R. The central axis of the pedal is perpendicular to the crank. Tighten the nut clockwise. Take the disc brake as an example. Loose the screw of the rear disc brake in the rear direction. The rear disc brake can move side to side. Make sure that the disc brake is in the center position of the disc brake before tightening the screws. Rotate the wheel to observe whether there is friction between the disc brake and the disc brake pads. If the disc brake rotor rubs against the inner disc brake, move the disc brake rotor outward. If the disc brake pad is rubbing against the outer disc brake, press the disc brake pad inward. If the tilt angle of the support is too large, you can press this position strongly. If the tilt angle of the support is too small, you can move this position.